is Monday, June 1st. Oh, it's June 1st. That means it's officially summer. Not really. This is just going to be a brief video about the two interviews that I had yesterday. One over Skype, one an actual interview. The Skype interview happened at 10:30 from the hotel room. Thankfully, I don't think either of the people at the interview knew that I was in a hotel room. It lasted about 45 minutes or so, and it went okay. It went the best that I think it could have gone, since I kind of really wasn't prepared for it as the others. It kind of cropped up on me pretty quickly, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to get ready for it. But the actual interview that I went for in Toledo, I was very thoroughly impressed with. The school there, it's a newer school. It's a consolidated school from two other schools that merged about 3 years ago. Both the schools were struggling, and they realized if we combine our assets, if we combine ourselves, we could become a better school and hopefully become better for the community. The principal was a really neat guy. I felt kind of overdressed because it was a spirit day or a dress down day or something like that, so all the faculty were dressed down, so I kind of looked a little bit out of place. But beside the point, I believe that interview went very well. It was interesting how much that I was able to relate to that school from my childhood. Like I mentioned earlier, the school was created from two schools that had merged about 3 years ago. My grade school, where I had gone K through 8, had merged with another school several years ago as well. That's going back, I don't even remember how long. But in the interesting dynamic of the different classes of people that they get that come to this school, it is a private school. If I didn't mention that, it is a private school. So they have students from families that are the richest in the area of Toledo and families that are just making ends meet, all get financial assistance that they need in order to attend the school. So it's a pretty interesting, diverse situation there, and I was able to relate to that as well because the school that I went to was exactly the same. We had people, lawyers' children, come to my school, and people who were just barely making ends meet. It's also interesting what I mentioned to the principal. When you're young, you never realize or never really understand why certain things happen. Looking back on my childhood education and realizing that this person went to this type of education or this person got this specific kind of lunch ticket, now you realize as to why they did that. You don't really realize it back then, but you kind of make all the connections now. And being an educator, I find that very interesting. That interview in itself lasted about an hour and a half. That did not include the school tour that he took me on a little bit. So they got about a week of school left, so everybody was kind of all hyped up for the end of the school year. On to the next interview now on Tuesday, which is going to be tomorrow by the time that you see this. If you're wondering where I am, it's not a really well-known place at all. I mean, it's kind of a small town in the middle of western Ohio that really nobody's ever heard of. There's trains here, but I don't really think many of you will know where this is. Now I take a walk back to the car so the people don't look at me weird while I talk to a video camera, and wait for some more trains to show up. So you will be watching this hopefully by Monday morning, Monday night, depending on where I can get a good Wi-Fi signal, if in the airport in Minot or in Minneapolis, or wherever I have time to edit and upload this vlog. I am really fighting a high sun today, so. All right, I'll see all you guys later.